Hey, it's Eric G. Around the House is sponsored by Baldwin Hardware. For 75 years, Baldwin Hardware has been known for its first-class quality and craftsmanship in door and cabinetry hardware. As an alumnus of the Baldwin Hardware Design Council, I can say I have seen the details and quality from design to the finished product. If you're looking for a new style and old-world craftsmanship, I can tell you there is only one Baldwin Hardware. Check out what would look great in your home at baldwinhardware.com.
It's Around the House. When it comes to remodeling and renovating your home, there is a lot to know, but we've got you covered. This is Around the House.
Welcome to the Around the House show, the next generation of home improvement. Thanks for joining me today. I am Eric G. This is our weekday special. This is what happens in the middle of the week between the weekend shows on the national radio show and podcast. We try to fill in some information for you to help you out with those day-to-day things that maybe didn't make it into last week's show or is not making it into next weekend's show. We got a lot to talk about today. First off, if you want to find out more about me or if you want to get a hold of me, head over to aroundthehouseonline.com. And of course, that's where we've got all of our podcasts, the radio show, all of those different things are over there, including all of our videos that you can track down over there, and you can find that playlist. And geez, we've got 420 videos or so over there right now and going strong. Today, I wanted to catch up on a few things. First off, water filtration is becoming a bigger deal out there because we are finding more and more things in our water supply in people's homes. It doesn't matter if you're on a well or if you are out in the country living in a rural water system, or if you're in the middle of an inner city in a city water system. We are running into issues in people's drinking water, and the government is getting ready to do a lot more tests and a lot more regulations on this to improve our drinking water, which is a good thing. But that means that they're going to be testing for more stuff, and you should be paying attention to what's going on. So the first thing what I would like you to do is, if you're on a city or a county or a municipal water system, however it works in your area, because there's a million different ways that works, head over and see if you can find their 2023 or 2024 water report. Now, that will start to tell you what's in the drinking water leaving their treatment center. That'll start telling you what's going on over there. And then I recommend everybody go out every few years and test your own water to see what's in it, because it could be really cool heading from the water filtration place where they treat the water and they pump it into the system. But if it's going through old pipes, if it's coming into your house and you've got some issues where somebody did some repairs on your house that didn't make sense, you could have a lot of different things ending up in your drinking water that don't show up on that water quality report. So that's a big one right there. That way you know what you're doing, because testing is really the key to figure out what you're drinking and what's going on. And as we all know, bottled water is expensive. And that plastic and all the stuff we have to recycle out of that is just a pain. So if you can have great drinking water everywhere, that's good. And the big reason for this is it's not just the stuff you drink, it's the stuff you cook with. It's the stuff you make your coffee with in the morning. It's the water you bathe or shower in. And that's where it starts getting to be a big deal. For instance, if you're on a well and you've got radon in your water supply, that could be a big issue, because now you jump in for that steam shower. You got a nice hot steamy shower and you're breathing in the radon that comes out of that water. So these are things that happen that I want to make sure that what's in your water supply is how healthy you are. PFAS, which are those forever chemicals out there, are coming in strange places. It's coming in from, if you had a wildfire in your area years ago, they could have been, there has been in the past that you were using PFAS in the fire retardant. So that was an issue. And so there's could be environmental concerns around you, anything else. So these are things, of course, if you're pulling water out of a lake, when we get into late summertime, we have these algae blooms that happens out here on the West Coast a lot, where all of a sudden your drinking water is not drinkable for a number of weeks and you're on a bottled water only kind of thing. And that can be tough. So today I just wanted to talk about making you aware of what's going on with your water and then some of the solutions you have. So first off, understand what's going on and see what you're dealing with. And if you're dealing with hard water, which for you typically isn't so bad as far as drinking, but it's what damages your home. That's the shower doors, the water heaters, the dishwashers, your dishes, your clothes, the refrigerator, the ice maker, all these things that have water going through them, that causes damage to your coffee machine, all those things. So that scale and buildup etches the glass. It does a lot of damage. And so that's why some of these filtration and treatment systems make a lot of sense. So the company I work with a lot is King Water Filtration. And I met these guys through my buddy Skip Bedell. You saw him on Catch a Contractor. He does a lot of TV stuff with Fox and Friends, or in the weekday mornings where he does home improvement stuff. But right now, those guys have really got some good solutions for you. They're available on Home Depot, but you can get a really good deal online with them. And what I like about it is that they're made in America, and you can actually get on the phone and talk to these guys. They're down in Las Vegas, which traditionally has horrible drinking water, at least my experience. And you can get a hold of those guys down there, and they can really walk you through the right system. So whether or not you want to take out fluoride, whether or not you want to take out all the different stuff they have, depending on what you need to take out, that's the thing. If you've got turbidity or arsenic or all those different things, you can actually figure out a system that's going to work with what you've got going on. They have little under sink systems, which are okay for that. But really, I am a fan of a whole house system. So that's where it works really well. And that's one of the systems that they can go in and do. So whether or not you're on a city water system, they've got different things for that, up to well systems, specialty systems. They've got pretty much a solution for you, which I like. So take a look at that. That's a great way to go. And they are a sponsor here in the show, but this is not a sponsored segment, so they're not paying for this. This is just something that I wanted to talk about because these guys here are easy to work with. And I really like them because they're really trying to make water quality a bigger and better thing for everybody out there. And they're just a small company. They're not some big, huge X brand out there. These are just hardworking American business people trying to make water quality better for people out there. And since they are a sponsor of the show, but if you want $1,000 off, if you are looking at a system out there, just go Eric ERAC-23, and that will give you at least $1,000 off their system over there. So it's off the MSRP. So take a look over there. If you get into their expensive ones, which are their higher end ones, because you've got serious water quality issues, I've noticed that code gives a little bit more. So take a look at that. That can be really helpful. I don't know if they intended to do that, but I always explore to make sure the codes work and everything before they give me a sale code. And it seemed to work really well. So that's one thing that can save you a little bit of money because the $1,000, guys. That's where it really makes a difference. So take a look at that. That could be really good for your health, really good for everything for you. And it's a little bit of money for a good system, but you pay for it once and you're never having to go buy bottled water again and keep that taking up space in your fridge. And you can leave that for your backup water supply. But what I like about the King water filtration systems for the whole house filters is that you don't have to sit there and buy these expensive filters and replace them every 6 months, or you don't have to go buy salt for their big systems. So you don't have to go through and do that. It automatically works in its own self-contained unit. And I think it's got a 20-year warranty as well. So take a look over there at the website at King Water Filtration. Those guys are really good. They're a company I trust. .com. This is not a commercial for these guys. I just think water quality is a big deal that we need to be working with today and talking about because we're trying to get all these chemicals and stuff out of our water. We want to be healthier. That saves us on our medical bills. And if we've got clean water, it's easier to keep the house clean as well. I wanted to talk about recalls. We have one big one today, and this one is for Kawasaki brand motors. So they are recalling engines used in Bad Boy mowers, Big Dog, Bobcat, Cub Cadet, Hustler, John Deere, and Kubota brand lawn and garden equipment due to fire and burn hazards. So the recalled engines can overheat, posing fire and burn hazards. So that's Kawasaki motors, engines used in Bad Boy, Big Dog, Bobcat, Cub Cadet, Hustler, John Deere, Kubota brand lawn and garden equipment. So there's about 68,500 with 900 in Canada. And you really pay attention to this one, guys. It's a big deal. So consumers should immediately stop using this lawn and garden equipment with the recalled engines and contact Kawasaki, John Deere, Cub Cadet, all those guys, depending on the product owned, or an authorized dealer to schedule a free repair. So the mower manufacturers are contacting all known purchasers directly. So take a look at that one. That's a big one. I just want to make sure that you're doing good with that because that could be a big deal. No one wants to be out mowing the lawn with their riding lawnmower, their zero-turn mower, and have it catch on fire. That's a bad deal, or overheat. So there's another one here for you pet owners. Spectrum Brands pet care recalls pet fur deshedding conditioner due to risk or exposure to bacteria. So stop using that product. About 102,000 of them out there. And that's pretty serious recall right there. That was on June 6th here. And the other stuff we've covered in other weeks. So if you want to find out more about these, head over to cp.gov/recalls. That's the Consumer Product Safety Commission, and they can give you more information right there. And that way you can figure out what needs to be done with that. So be careful, lawnmower people and pet people out there. That's your recalls of the week from the Consumer Product Safety Commission. All right, everybody, I've got a busy day ahead here. I've got a lot to do today. I've been hobbling around a little bit. I ended up hurting my knee here trying to do some projects over weekend before last here. And finally off the crutches now, so I'm moving around a little slower, but we'll be getting healed up. I've got one more MRI to do, and hopefully we'll get an indication of what's going on with my knee. So I've been hobbling around, which has been slowing me down a little bit. But we've got some fun projects coming up for the TV show. If you want to see anything on that, head over to aroundthehouseonline.com. We're going to be working on an outdoor kitchen coming up here in the coming weeks. Working on a great project out there that's going to be super exciting, and I can't wait to share that one with you as well. And then last weekend, if you missed the show, we did a great new pocket door system, which I absolutely love this thing. It's from HD Pocket Doors. And pocket doors, if you go down to the home center and buy one of those pocket door kits, they are so janky. They don't work well. They're built out of 1x2s. It just seems like it doesn't work. This system has soft close, like a kitchen drawer glide. Soft close, soft open, made out of, the rails come down, aren't 1x2s. They're steel and wood. It's just a solid system. It's so impressive, and excited to have installed that. And that's up on the website, aroundthehouseonline.com. You can find it right there on the front page. And don't forget, over on the website, we have a generator giveaway that's going through July 3rd, 2024. If you need a whole house generator, they are giving away. We're partnering this. We're giving away one over there, and take a look at the link. It's on the front page of aroundthehouseonline.com through July 3rd, 2024. So take a look at that. All right, everybody, I'm Eric G. Thanks for tuning in to Around the House. We will see you on Saturday. I appreciate each and every one of you tuning in. We'll see you Saturday.
Anywhere beyond the mean, life is a love song, let's be lovers. We're all over the radio, take my hand, I know where to go. All over the radio, with you.
Hey, it's Eric G from Around the House. Are you tired of low quality water in your home? Do you have bad tasting water? How about chemicals, minerals, and hard water scale tearing up your bathrooms, appliances, and your water heater? I have a great solution for you. It's time you stop the damage and check out King Water Filtration. This water treatment system takes care of every drop of water that comes into your home. It uses no salt, no expense filters to change, and it's made right here in the USA. Plus, it prevents hard water scale. To find out more information, head to kingwaterfiltration.com, and if you use promo code ERIC-23, it will give you $1,000 off MSRP with a discount on a filter that will resolve those water quality issues. Don't miss out on this amazing sale on a product made right here in the USA at kingwaterfiltration.com. That's kingwaterfiltration.com. And don't forget promo code ERIC-23.